Arctic Cat builds many of its ATVs in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. However, today on Test Ride, we're going to ring out an Arctic Cat ATV that's built a long ways from TRF. However, it still exemplifies what Arctic Cat ATVs are all about. The Arctic Cat 350 4x4 may look familiar to Dirt Trax viewers, and for good reason. We produced a full test ride this season on Kimco's 375 SE, and wouldn't you know it, it's a virtually identical twin to this mid-size 4x4 from Arctic Cat. Even though Kimco calls their version a 375, and Arctic Cat prefers the conservative CC designation of 350, both are powered by an identical 366cc single overhead cam, 4-valve air-cooled motor. Arctic Cat's Stout 350 offers a full complement of goodies today's value-conscious buyers demand. The 350 4x4 has been carefully equipped, for the most part, to ensure it delivers strong sales in the entry-level segment. Any buyer looking in this mid-size sub-400cc segment needs to have their expectations in order. First, don't look for EFI in this price range, because as of yet, no one is offering it. As well, a manual or electric diff locker is generally not included. In the case of this 350, there's no 4x4 shiftability either. The Arctic Cat Brain Trust elected to leave this ride in 4x4 and allow an open front diff to look after steering feedback. From a power perspective, we're impressed with the performance from this 366cc single. The engine delivers tons of low-end torque and winds out to a respectable 50 mph top end. There's also a smooth shifting CVT and high and low range. The Arctic Cat 350 4x4 looks a little Spartan at first glance. Steel wheels and plain Jane plastic with minimal graphics belie this ATV's level of competence. A full-on 2-inch hitch receiver isn't fooling around when it's backed up with a 1,000-pound tow rating. Sturdy racks offer excellent capacity, and a standard plastic-coated front bush bar is winch ready. There's a full independent rear suspension out back with 7 inches of travel and snail cam preload adjustability. Up front, the 350 uses a stout, preload adjustable double A-arm IFS with single lever hydraulic disc brakes all the way around. Rider ergos on any mid-size ATV can often be tight for full-size riders. In this case, Arctic Cat has paid extra attention to the rider's perch with large running board footrests and a very comfy, well-padded saddle. Surprisingly, the 350's stand-up ergos are very inviting with nicely positioned handlebars and a narrow midsection profile, keeping riders' knees and feet comfortably spaced. The Arctic Cat 350 4x4 seems to be asking this question: is this a sporty, fun-to-ride, downsized 4x4, or is it a visually understated, practical, do-all, value-conscious mid-size ride? We've asked this question about other capable ATVs in the past. In the case of the Arctic Cat 350 4x4, we think the answer is probably yes to both questions. For sure, the 350's plain looks do not inspire awe, yet riding the 350 and comparing its performance, handling, and ride to the competition makes you a believer in the 350's dual-purpose demeanor. Let's face it, at the price Arctic Cat is asking for this well-equipped 350 4x4, there's tons of value at play. For sure, we could beat up the 350 for not having fancy aluminum wheels or shiftable 4x4, but this well-equipped entry-level ATV ride can easily ring the bell for any shopper in search of stellar value. The Arctic Cat 350 4x4 has to be compared with its near-identical twin, the Kimco 375 4x4 and the Yamaha Bruin 350, clearly its closest competitors. When you examine the level of standard equipment and then compare MSRPs, it's pretty obvious this entry-level Arctic Cat is fully in the hunt for buyers' wallets in this segment. Keep in mind, the MSRP level of these rides is low enough to be in competition with 5-year-old used ATVs, making buying a new Arctic Cat 350 4x4 with a full warranty a very tempting proposition. If you're in the market for a new entry-level ATV, you're looking for as much stuff as you can get for your hard-earned dollar. Arctic Cat has clearly responded to this need for value by providing this ATV at what seems like a ridiculous price. Here's our advice: if you're shopping a used ATV or a new entry-level ATV, you owe it to yourself to check out the Arctic Cat 350 4x4.